2 weeks before my wedding, my best friend of 15 years tried to convince my fiancé to leave me. She thought I'd never find out. She didn't know I'd already seen the messages 3 months earlier. This is the story of how I planned a wedding while quietly building a case against the woman standing next to me as my maid of honor. Claire and I had been friends since we were 9 years old. She was there when I met Mark. She was there when he proposed. When we started planning the wedding, there was no question. Claire would be my maid of honor. She helped pick the venue. She helped pick the flowers. She smiled in every photo we took during the planning. I trusted her with everything. The guest list, the seating chart, even the password to our shared wedding planning account. That password is the only reason I found out what she was doing. 3 months before the wedding, I logged into our shared planning folder to check on the catering budget. I noticed a message thread I didn't recognize synced from a linked account. It was between Claire and Mark. She was telling him she didn't think I made him happy anymore. She was telling him it wasn't too late to be honest with himself. She was telling him she'd always wondered what things could have been like if I hadn't met him first. I read it twice, then I closed the laptop and didn't say a word to anyone, because confronting her right then would have given her time to cover her tracks. To say it was a moment of weakness, to make me look paranoid in front of our entire friend group 2 months before my own wedding. So I waited. I started saving everything. Screenshots, time-stamped, every message backed up in a folder Claire didn't know existed. For 3 months, I planned a wedding next to a woman who was trying to take my fiancé. I picked out my dress with her opinion. I let her plan my bachelorette party. Every time she said something that almost sounded like a slip, a comment about how lucky I was, a joke about how she'd never met anyone like Mark, I wrote down the date and kept smiling. Mark never gave her what she wanted. He never responded to a single message. But he also never told me. He told me later it was because he didn't want to ruin the wedding I'd been dreaming about for years. He thought he could just quietly shut it down himself. He didn't understand that silence, even well-intentioned silence, is still a door left open. 2 weeks before the wedding, at the final dress fitting, Claire sent one more message. This one wasn't subtle. She told Mark this was his last chance to say something real before he made a mistake he couldn't undo. That was the message that ended it. I didn't confront her over text. I didn't post anything online. I called a small dinner with our closest friends, the same people who would be standing beside us at the wedding, and told them I needed to share something before the ceremony. I read the messages out loud, all of them, in order, with the dates. I watched Claire's face change from confusion to denial to silence, as every excuse she tried to offer was already disproven by something she'd written herself 3 months earlier. Nobody at that table needed me to explain anything else. Claire was removed from the wedding party that night. I didn't need to ask anyone to stop talking to her. They did it on their own once they understood what she had spent months trying to do, smiling at me the entire time. The wedding happened exactly as planned. Claire wasn't there. Mark and I talked, really talked, for the first time about why he stayed silent instead of telling me immediately. We're still working on that, but the betrayal wasn't his. It never was. Claire moved to another city less than a year later. Most of our mutual friends still don't speak to her. I still have the folder. I never deleted it. People who try to take something from you usually assume you're too distracted to notice. Busy with the dress, busy with the flowers, busy being happy. That's exactly when you should be paying the most attention. I didn't lose my fiancé. I didn't lose my wedding. I lost a friend I had already stopped trusting 3 months before anyone else knew.